and welcome back to the channel. If you couldn't tell from the title, I have a slight confession to make. I own more than just one horse. I actually have a couple, well, several horses, and for the longest time I debated about whether or not I wanted to share just how much I wanted to share, whether I wanted to keep most of it just quiet and to myself, or if I wanted to share the others. And I have decided that honestly I spend so much time working all of my horses that it would be fun to be able to look back and just see progress with all of them instead of just one. So today I'm going to do an online groundwork session with Cash here, and then his penmate Rooster in the back. Yeah, buddy. So I am running short on time, so don't judge me for their lack of being clean. I'm just gonna grab them, take them, do the session, and then I need to get chores done. So let's head to the arena. All right, so up first is Cash. And just to give you guys just a bit of a background / history on Cash, Cash is a 3-year-old gelding. He's had about 60 days of training put onto him, and now he is back from the trainer. He's here. I'm just allowing him to kind of decompress from all of that and to give his joints and bones some more time to grow. I don't like to put an awful lot of riding on a 3-year-old horse. I prefer to do that more when they're 4. So my whole goal really this whole summer with him is just to do some groundwork with him. And for today's session, I just wanted to focus on going over the poles. This is something he's never done before, and this pattern is actually more set up for Rooster because it's set up in a way that allows them to either trot or canter over those poles. And that is something that I really need to work on with Rooster. So I had this set up for Cash, and I figured, you know what, Cash can do this too. He can go over it at the walk, or he can go over it at the trot. I don't care which gait he chooses, but they were spread out enough that it allowed him to have the time to see them, process them, and think about them. So I actually thought this session went really well with him. He offered me a lot, and it ended up being just kind of a short, sweet little session with him. He was licking and chewing, sighing out, blowing out, like all great signs was happening throughout the session, and I was really pleased with it. So overall, Cash did great, and let's just watch the rest of it. Alrighty, so next is Rooster. And again, just to give you guys a little bit of an overview slash brief history on Rooster, Rooster is my 9-year-old stallion. I've had him since he was a yearling. So everything you see here, the good, the bad, the ugly, yeah, I'm responsible for it, and I'm just gonna own it. I have made mistakes when training him, but I've also made some great things happen with him. He is the second horse that I kind of ever really started and did anything like from the ground up with. So it is a huge learning process. We're all learning, and I can see the improvements from my first horse that I trained to now him, and just like the process and how things have gone. And of course, like every horse is different. How one horse reacts, another one might not react. So the pole setup is actually something that he's really great at. We have spent a lot of time doing it. I knew he would be able to handle it. It was more of I just wanted to do this as kind of like a conditioning type of exercise with him. And it was something that you see he's going over it nicely. He stretches, he engages. I probably will set up it a little bit more complex for him in the future just to help him develop just a little bit more. But let's just go ahead and watch his pole work session here. All right, so now we're going to get into the part where we really, really struggle, and that is cantering. And before anyone asks or questions anything, like, no, this is not pain, injury, or anything like that related. This is just simply, I completely failed at teaching him how to kind of correctly do this on at all, honestly. Like, the canter is just, it's a weak point for me, and that has translated to him. And I know it's a me problem because I've had other horses with the exact same issue. So it is 100% me and not anything related to medical or anything like that. So as you can see here, he really struggles with it. We can we pick up a canter rather than just picking up the correct lead, and this is it's a struggle. I mean, there is nothing really pretty about it. Like he kind of contorts himself and just bends and just I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's just he's bent around in a different direction. Like yes, he's still going around the circle, but he is yanking my arm out of my socket. Like it is just it's hard to hold on to him when I'm asking him to do the canter and to try to maintain it. And I know really the only way that either of us is going to get better at this is we have to do it. We have to put in the work, and it is going to be ugly before it looks pretty. So you're actually going to see here towards the end of the session, it does actually like have moments of greatness. And then when I quit him at the end of the session, it was a really fantastic, nice, pretty canter. And I was like, that's what we need to reward. We don't need it to be, 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. I just need like half a lap. And that is great because you just see all of this like pulling around, and it is a struggle to get the canter with him. And like I said, I completely own it. That is my fault. I screwed up teaching him that, and this is just kind of the consequence of that. So I will let you guys just kind of go ahead and just watch our struggle with it. It is a learning process. It is a struggle. This is going to be something that hopefully improves throughout the summer. And I'm going to take you guys along on this journey with me of trying to improve it. That is my main goal for the summer with Rooster, is to get the canter to be calm and collected and just relaxed. So calm, collected, relaxed would just be amazing because right now it's a little bit of a hot mess. So let's just go ahead, let's watch it, and I'll pick up with you guys in a little bit. hope you guys all enjoyed watching both Rooster and Cash and just seeing how we got along, kind of where we're at. And now you can go ahead and follow our journey and just see where we progress. Hopefully this will be the summer where I really make some significant progress with Rooster and his canter, because it's still rough and I'm still trying. I'm struggling a little bit with figuring out how to improve that. But riding wise, he's great for the walk and the trot, but there's no point in me cantering him while riding if I can't solve it on the ground first. I don't need to add the extra weight. So fingers crossed that maybe we'll make some good progress with it this summer. I'm hopeful. Always looking for tips and suggestions on how to improve that. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye!